This European cricket event is proudly brought to you by HCL Software, Rado, and Victorinox.
And that's going to be Bardwaj. Open the bowling as usual. Here we go. Match number 9. Don't know, what do they need to do to spark themselves into action here? Need a crunch like that? I told him, I said, you get a wicket and I'll clip it and put it in there for you. He's turned around, he's looked straight down the barrel at me and he's giving me that Punjabi celebration. That's a good catch on the boundary line. First wicket falls. And you'd almost say mercifully that first wicket goes because things were looking pretty dire for Werewolves. They've just been struggling completely. Oh, smacks into the pad, shouts, but I think that's drifting down leg side. Hit him on the full. Umpire Crute indicates leg byes. That's been clumped very hard through the covers, 4 runs, good shot that. And that has been dealt with appropriately. So Guri, the man who came in last night and belted 35 off, what was it, 9 deliveries or something ridiculous like that? What was I thinking? Oh, I can't remember how much it was. Sorry about that. But he hit a very quick 535 off literally no deliveries. That's been absolutely spanked over extra cover for 6. As I said, he needs to find something here. Satnam Singh is going to bowl the next over. Short and just guide it away into the gap. It's going to run down the hill and it's going to go for 4 runs. So that's a good shot. And it's been swung away. That, I think, has gone for a Maximo. It has indeed. Oh, you little ripper. How about that? This will give us an interesting angle. Up in the air and plucks it out of the air. Timed the leap perfectly. Oh, what a ripper. That's a great catch. That's been skied as well. Oh, I was going to say, tell me that's going to be another catch. No, that goes for 4. Good work from the guys at 2 Circles. Thank you very much for that too, by the way, that vision. That's not a bad shot. The race is on. I think the ball will win that one. It does indeed. So, Satnam Singh has been hit for a few runs. Werewolves trying to get this run rate pushing up, maybe towards 10, 11 and over now. He's helped that one on its way, and that has gone for 4 runs. 1 bounce 4. Good shot. Good adjustment. Once again, swivels and punches it out behind square. That's another boundary. So the 4s are starting to flow a bit now. That's been hit pretty hard into the covers. Over the extra cover boundary for 4 runs. That's been carved into that same place again, but this time he's gone uppishly, and that is a Maximo. Lovely strike, that one. And that's been carved very nicely. Well, that's a Maximo there. This time, Rajbir Singh gets amongst the runs and hits a lovely shot. And he hits the stumps. That was a great example of you miss, I hit. You could see that ball was always going to be going to middle stump. And the batter just came down the pitch and tried to put him out towards deep mid-wicket. And no touch on that. Stumps akimbo. Watch this one again. Nice and straight. It actually sort of angled in a bit towards leg stump and then it straightened after it pitched. It was a good delivery. That's hit uppishly and straight down the throat. And that's literally catching practice stuff there. Have a look at this. Just, there you go, have that. And well taken. Shouts of catch it. And that's quite away from the fielder inside the circle. Chance for a run out. And the run out is affected. Umpire doesn't have to look at the replay. He concurs, yes. That's a good work in the outfield there. Going for the extra run. It's quite a good shot. Needed some more elevation though. But good work in the outfield there to get this ball in really, really quick. And a good throw. Keeper didn't have to do a lot to affect the run out, and that is a great bit of work. Oh, top of off stump knocked back. How about that? George, with a muted celebration, looking pretty happy as well, aren't they? There's a few laughs around the ground. The brothers 11 are pretty happy with this effort, I have to say. You can tell they're very keen on this one. Top of off stump knocked back. Well taken one-handed by the keeper. Look at this. Well, that's a really streaky edge. That is going to go for 4. So eyeing off triple digits here now. That's been clipped uppishly and very nicely indeed. That's a great shot for a Maximo. How about that? Whether apps are meh, live satellite shots are the to go with. Yeah, I agree with that. And that's a good thing to go with too. Crunch. Ah, in a bit of a mood. And that has gone for 4. 1 bounce over the rope, 4 runs. Down leg side. A lot of work for the keeper to try and get across and cover that one off, and you can't do so. And that has gone. Swings hard at that one and swings away, and that is gone all the way for a big Maximo. Well, Nangaloo has absolutely crunched that one. Plays with soft hands, and that is going to get away from the fielder who dives. It's a lovely shot for... Well, it's gone straight up in the air, and it's gone straight down the throat of the fielder. And he's very happy. He's thrown the ball in the air. He's very happy about that. He's taken a really well-judged catch. Didn't have to battle with the sun because the sun is back over his left shoulder and straight into the waiting hands. A good catch taken just above the eye line there. That's a good strike straight down the ground. A couple of bounces. Just going to go to the right-hand side of the commentary hut. Wayne's still insisting that the rain is coming. And maybe... Wayne, maybe your weather predictions, maybe it's been heard by the batters. Oh, there you go. That is a dolly chance. We've seen a couple of those today. I alluded to that in the last innings. Just these funny old shots, absolutely out of nowhere. Just misjudged the height, got a little bit big on him, and can I defend it back? And a good catch, low down, accepted. Good on the follow through to take the catch, still got to take him. That's been hit on the full, and that's gone through the covers for 4 runs. Lovely strike that. So there's a fair bit happening. Back to live action now. That's been swung hard, swung away, and that is out of the ground for a Maximo. Almost would have pulled out an absolute ripper there. It goes across the boundary line for 4 runs. Just one of the ways that we like to operate. It's all happening now. There it is. Just when I start to think that maybe things are going to go all the way for the brothers. The miss hit down the ground, taken on the boundary line, a metre inside the rope as well. Luxman takes a very good catch indeed. That's been hit high. That's going to get over the boundary line, only by a couple of metres. Luxman thought he was in with a chance there of another outfield catch. It goes from Maximo. Score goes to 73. Goes leg side now. And that is taken. The catch is taken. He didn't get enough of that. And that is another big wicket as well. And that is 5 down now. And that's a big wicket as well. After back-to-back Maximos, that's a big wicket indeed. Tries to go leg side. Does not get enough on that. And skipper runs around. Takes a good catch. He's happy. He's very happy indeed. Oh, swung away nicely. That was short and down leg side, and that is going to run away from the fielders pursuing it for 4 runs. Gives the charge, hits high, and that is out of the ground for a Maximo. So Werewolves, what have they got left? What tricks they got up their sleeves? How about that? And indeed, umpire never rushed in an LBW decision, will never ever be hassled or rushed. Has a good look at that and says, yes, I do agree. And I like that from the umpire to take his time and say, yep, I agree with that. So Tabish is coming good here towards the end. Look at this, chases it up, has time to line up the stumps and goes bang. And the skipper is gone. Brother skipper goes back looking absolutely dejected there. That's been hit high in the air. Catching opportunity. And taken. Can you believe it? So far in this over, Mohamed Tabish is bowling a terrific last over as well. Give credit where it's due. And that is another wicket. And another failed attempt. There was no need for a rush of blood. It's been clipped out. Straight to the fielder. He fields it cleanly. Gets the ball in. Oh, can you believe it? It's a victory by 1 run. The Werewolves have won by 1 solitary one. That is unbelievable. What a great game.